Please stand for the JROTC Color Guard as they present the national and state colors. We will remain standing for the playing of our national anthem performed by the Wicomico High School Concert Band, conducted by Mr. William Kickney, and the retirement of the colors. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Good afternoon, graduates and guests. My name is Rihanna Webster. I'm currently your class vice president. Everyone, please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 143rd commencement exercise for Wicomico High School's class of 2025. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce several guests in attendance today. I ask that each guest stand when recognized and that all the audience joins me in welcoming our guests after all have been introduced. Seated on the stage are Wicomico Cal Board of members, Dr. Bonnie Ennis, Miss Christian Hazel, Mr. John Palmer, and our Superintendent of Wicomico County Board of Education, Dr. Micah Stauffer. Also seated is the principal of Wicomico High School, Dr. Andrea Blake. And our following assistant principals, Ms. Tessa Celeste, Mr. Stephen Romano, and Ms. Tanya Wilson. Also in attendance are our Dean of Students, Mr. Bradford Dalton, Mr. Timothy Scarda. Please join me in a welcome. As students, we had the opportunity to access an extraordinary educational program due to the dedication and enthusiasm seen daily by our teachers. Would all the Wicomico High School staff in the arena please stand and be recognized? I want to give a shout out to Ms. Danielle Glenn and Ms. Michelle Landau, our senior class advisors. Class of 2025, family and friends, join me in saying thank you. We are pleased to welcome all our guests to Wicomico High School's commencement exercises.
Good afternoon. My name is Samaya Dale. It is not only an honor to stand before you today, but to have had the privilege to serve as treasurer for the class of 2025. Every guest in the audience today has come to celebrate a graduate near and dear to them, to admire the growth from freshman year and the perseverance that carried us through these last 4 years. With my time, I'd like to shift the focus from those of us in caps and gowns to admire the people who helped cultivate the finest class. Before we step foot inside a classroom, the hard work started at home. It was at home that we had our first lessons of resilience, that it was okay to fall as long as we got back up and took another try. It is the people who raised us, in whatever form that may take, that instilled the values that shaped our character. And after the draining school days that made graduation seem so far away, family is who we find our motivation in. They poured their time into us, showing up for the games, performances, and yes, even the many fundraisers. Thank you for the love shown so that we could make something of ourselves. Although our schools had to fight off a negative reputation, we know the real. We know the immense feeling of community present within the walls of High. For some of us, these walls were our home away from home, where our peers taught us that sometimes it was better to laugh to keep from crying. To the band of teachers and administrators, thank you for holding us to a higher standard. You saw the potential in us before we could see it in ourselves. Like Dr. Blake's warning messages, you all reminded us to think of the bigger picture before letting something little cloud our judgment. To our incredible guidance counselors, Mr. Corey Lowe, Mrs. Deborah Breeding, and Mrs. Kim Hudson, thank you for doing the impossible ensuring that we have the brightest futures possible. From working around your busy schedule, meeting with the seniors, to printing endless copies of scholarships, transcripts, and recommendation letters. Through helping us explore our options when we weren't sure what steps to take, you exhibit outstanding levels of patience and dedication. We applaud you. I ask that you take a moment to think back to any staff member that you confided in, laughed with, someone who made high school a little more bearable, and thank them. I'd also like to thank our amazing senior class advisors, Mrs. Michelle Landau and Mrs. Danielle Glenn. These two have spent the year behind the scenes of the events that made our senior year so memorable. They have been the bridge between an idea and reality. Without Mrs. Landau, we wouldn't have the same amount of imagination or creativity put into events like Grand March and Prom. She may be small, but her spirit has proven big enough to fuel this entire class since freshman year. And to Ms. Glenn, who grants freedom in every project to ensure that seniors make the year their own time and time again. And let's be honest, without her, a lot of us would have forgotten to buy our cap and gown until the last minute. Our advisors took on the responsibility of teaching us the importance of unity and how much we can achieve when we come together. Finally, I want to remind my fellow graduates to never forget to celebrate yourselves, to bask in your accomplishment, and let it drive you to achieve the goals of tomorrow. And let us commend each other for turning the page, introducing the next chapter of our lives. We made it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, staff, friends, family, and graduates. It is a privilege for me to be standing here today speaking to you all. It's hard to believe that this day is finally here. Congratulations, class of 2025. It's been a long and eventful 4 years. It's been quite the journey. Each of us has countless memories of time spent with friends and teachers, hours spent learning things like parts of a cell, World War I battles, and participating in after-school activities on the stage, sports fields, and in the community. We have accomplished much in these 4 years, and so as we gather today to begin our future successes, we can also take pride in looking back on how far we have come. Our hard work has paid off. Our journeys to get here have been different, and it's certain we will take different paths starting tomorrow. But the thing that we have in common is these 4 years. Think of how much we have grown. We were once immature children who didn't understand or take the world seriously. Now we are practically adults. Soon we'll be independent from our families, as well as the teachers and counselors who have helped us along the way. I think about my own experience. Freshman me would not believe that I would be standing here today delivering a speech in front of the entire Civic Center. As a freshman, I was shy and afraid to speak to most people. Now I'm up here giving this speech to my fellow graduates. I would not have the confidence to be here if not for my experiences at Y-High. Over the years, I learned that you have to be able to speak up for yourself because there may not always be someone there to help you. I learned to persevere. We have to face our fears in order to overcome them. I know each of us can look back on our past selves and see how we've grown and persevered in our own ways. Growth and perseverance look different for all of us. Some of us have gained confidence. Some of us have matured and developed a sense of responsibility. Others may have learned to be more open-minded. No matter the size of the accomplishment, we should be proud of how far we've come. We're only getting started, and there are still so many ways we can grow and challenge ourselves as we strive for a successful future. Growth can come in the form of a job promotion, graduating college, earning a degree, building new relationships, exploring new things or places, and so much more. Growth is not a destination, it is a decision. Growth comes from perseverance. Doing the same thing the same way every time does not guarantee growth. You have to try something new. even if it may feel scary. But growth and change are not always comfortable. Challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. Don't settle for the bare minimum. As we go through life, we should see continuous growth and continue to set new goals for ourselves. Life will not always be easy. There may even be times when we feel we have regressed. In those moments, we should be bold. Reflect on what we've learned throughout the years and do our best to persevere and conquer the challenge in order to strive for greatness again. We can't let anything hold us back from achieving our goals and continuing to reach new heights. It has been my honor to speak in front of you all today. My overall message for my classmates is to never give up, even if something seems impossible. Keep challenging yourself to never stop growing